My name is Max, and I want to take you back to a specific moment. November 30th, 2022, a Wednesday. A small San Francisco company called OpenAI released a product called ChatGPT to the public. No massive press event, just a link posted on the internet. Within 5 days, it had 1 million users. Within 2 months, it had 100 million users, making it the fastest growing consumer application in the history of the internet. Nothing had ever gotten to 100 million users that fast. Not Instagram, not TikTok, not anything. Somewhere in the headquarters of Google, a kind of quiet panic began. The internal term that started circulating at Google was code red, an emergency, a threat to the core business. Companies started spending money on AI infrastructure at a pace that had never been seen before. Not millions, not billions, hundreds of billions. Sam Altman told a Senate committee that the AI industry would need approximately $7 trillion in infrastructure investment. The entire United States federal budget for a year is around $6.5 trillion. NVIDIA became the most valuable company in the world. Their stock rose roughly 800% in 2 years. The waiting list for their chips stretched to months. Sam Altman acknowledged that OpenAI was losing money on every single subscriber paying $200 per month for their most advanced service. The market's reaction was to value OpenAI at approximately $157 billion. A company that loses money on its best customers is worth more than most century-old banks. The technology is genuinely impressive. What Max is here to do is look at the numbers clearly without the hype pulling one direction and the fear pulling the other. Subscribe right now because Max is going to keep bringing you exactly this kind of analysis on the biggest financial stories happening in the world. In the late 1990s, the internet was genuinely transformative technology, and yet the NASDAQ fell approximately 78% between March 2000 and October 2002. The internet did create enormous value. It just took longer than the market priced in, and the value accrued to different companies than the ones most hyped in 1999. Amazon survived and became one of the most valuable companies ever. Google launched its IPO in 2004 after the crash. The winners were often not the companies getting the highest valuations at the peak. Unlike traditional software, AI inference costs real money every single time. This is fundamentally different from the economics of previous software businesses. Scenario 1 is the bubble pops hard, productivity gains are more modest than the hype. The timeline for profitable AI is a decade or more. Valuations compress dramatically. Scenario 2 is the slow deflation. AI delivers real gains, but they get competed away. Every company uses AI, no lasting advantage. Margins stay thin. Valuations compress slowly. Scenario 3 is it all works out. AI delivers at scale. Costs fall faster than expected. Amazon looked unprofitable for years, and then AWS happened. It is possible AI has its AWS moment. The first principle is to separate the technology from the stocks. Believing AI is transformative is not the same as believing current AI stock valuations are justified. The second principle, be cautious about companies whose entire value proposition is that they will figure out a business model later. Ask how this company makes money and when. The third principle, think about who wins regardless of which scenario plays out. In the AI era, the infrastructure plays are chip makers, cloud providers, and data center owners. The fourth principle is position sizing. A 5 to 10% allocation to high conviction technology investments is very different from a 50% allocation. Size your bets to reflect the uncertainty. In 2000, the people who bought Amazon at the peak lost most of their money in the crash, even though Amazon became one of the most valuable companies in history. Timing matters, valuation matters. The $7 trillion question is real. The answer is not settled yet. Make sure you subscribe right now because Max is going to keep cutting through the noise on the biggest financial stories, and next week builds directly on what we covered today.